Greetings, everybody. It's Friday, the 13th of February 2026. I'm here again to do another video. I'm here at Muizenberg Beach. I just did my morning walk in the sand and the surf, and I'm just going to speak about something. Let me put it down like this. There's a story. As a story, there's a people in the Bible, from the book of Genesis onwards, that have had a relationship with God. We know that those people who read their Bible, firstly referred to as the Hebrews. And these people, in a nutshell, the Bible tells a story about how they disobeyed the covenant or the promises or the agreement they had with God by disobeying and getting into sin and disobedience. And they were prophesied to be in slavery for several centuries. And that was in Egypt, where Pharaoh didn't want to let them go. And then Moses was sent to lead his people out of bondage and slavery in Egypt. That was the first exile. The second one was Babylon. That's a story there. Quite a long story. Also because of disobedience and rebellion, and God punished them. I'm giving it in a nutshell. These are in the prophetic books of Isaiah, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, and of course what we call the minor prophets, Zechariah, Zephaniah, Malachi, all of those kind of books. There's a story of an exile into Babylon, and the third exile, because of the same problem of disobedience, they were scattered amongst all the nations, also prophesied in Genesis and in Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy has an interesting prophecy there in Deuteronomy 28, where it's prophesied that if they disobey again and break the covenant, they will be scattered and will be taken away in ships into slavery. Now, there's a group of people in the world who fit this description, and they're the only people that fit this description, that were, according to Deuteronomy, carried away in ships into slavery. And I'm referring to the transatlantic slavery across the Atlantic into the Americas and the Caribbean. And these are people who are still scattered. Now, according to what most people, I would say most people believe through teaching and doctrine, that they have been returned to their homeland in 1948. Unfortunately, this part of the story doesn't fit what the Bible says. So that group of Christians also who believe this are basically on a wrong wicket. Unfortunately, it has to be said. It has to be said in modern times, because there's a lot of falseness and lies going around. And let me just pause here for a moment and say, whoever is following me now, who disagrees and feels that this is absolute nonsense, they can bounce. They can bounce. Whoever is spiritually aware will remain and listen to this story. So the scattered people are still to be returned according to the book of Isaiah, the book of Jeremiah, and the book of Ezekiel, and also what are called the minor prophets. They're to be brought back by God himself. And that process is taking place now already in the world. And the people that are in the Americas, some of them who have got the means and the resources are already immigrating. They're leaving that country back to their previous, or what their ancestors, where their ancestors lived. And that's taking place. Unfortunately, there's also lots of people who are totally unaware, even of the same people that are scattered, have not woken up to the reality, the truth. So this is just a start of general picture of a series I want to do on this particular aspect. I have been talking much about prophecy dealing with end times. And this is also related to end times. The prophecies I was talking about in previous videos were dealing with issues like the rapture and the turn of the Lord. So I want to leave it there for now, just to wish you a wonderful, beautiful, and a great weekend ahead of you.